Salutations and welcome back to I Speak and Not Preach with Good Joe on this good Sunday, as well as hoping to provide some inspiration and insight as we shall first begin by bowing our heads in prayer. O Holy God, Holy Mother, Holy Spirit, Holy as I pray unto Thee, my heart longs for healing where emotional wounds and turmoil once set. I turn to You as a divine comforter and healer of all sorrows and pains. And I ask that You heal deeply the deep-seated wounds that burden my mind, my body, and soul, and bring comfort to a troubled heart in a place that only seeks to see it hurt. Fill me with Your boundless love and peace, guiding me through the path of emotional healing. May Your soothing presence be my refuge in times of distress and duress, and may I find solace and restoration in the embrace of Your divine compassion. So shall this be by the glory and conviction of the Holy Mother, Holy Spirit, and breath of life, Holy and it will be. Okay, you guys. And excuse my backpack. I was doing some homework. You know, I'm 40-plus-year-old student. Okay. Today's good word, and I was given a couple of passages, and we're going to just go from the bottom to the top. First, let's start with Proverbs 19:1, chapter 19, verse 1, and it says, "Better is a poor person who walks in his integrity than one who is crooked in speech and is a fool." What does this mean? What does this mean? It means that a man that has principle will be seen more favorably by God than a man with a lack. See, this world is ran on principles and policies that become an equivalence of law. Okay? If a man has no principle, as they say, he'll fall for anything. If he stands for nothing, he falls for anything, which makes him a foolish man and a dangerous man, because that man, most foolish men are able to become influential, which makes them dangerous, because unfortunately, then the blind lead the blind, and many fall into the pit. Next good word I was given is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 3, and it says, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them." And again, a man's heart is a man's will and a man's way. So, a man that is upright wants to live and do things as closely to politically correct as he can. He wants to, or a woman, mankind, wants to be an example and when no one, because integrity is being who you are when no one is looking, when you're not being instructed. Are you going to do what you can do, which is, because we all have the right to do right or wrong, or are you going to do what you should do, which is the right thing? And many of us elect the wrong thing because we believe no one's looking. For I don't know why we think that, for our eyes are made to see, and we know that God is all-knowing. So your eyes are made to see, and that means God can see through you. Even if you're disconnected from source, consciously, physically, source is never disconnected from you until spirit is removed from your vessel. Hence, you perish or you pass on. So, integrity is a choice. And guess what? You can elect to be full of integrity. Show integral behavior, because that is going to follow you as a man. As a man is what he does, not what he has. A man, again, a man, the true, what they call the true measurements of a man, is should not be that man is measured by what he has. He should be measured by who he is. Because guess what? Material wealth leave, they come, beauty fades, money leaves. All these things are temporary. But guess what? Who you are is your forever. Okay. And last and not least is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22. And it says, lying lips are an abomination to God, but those who act faithfully are God's delight. Meaning those that lie selfishly, those that lie without cause and reason. To lie in this world and to be a sinner in this world, we are sinners. That's why the key is to sin less. That's why God sends teachers to teach us how to become more godly and more source-like, so we're less worldly and less plausible. We're less likely to find ourselves in abominable positions where God doesn't see us favorably. To become an abomination to God is basically being shunned and to become unfavorable. Okay? So to stay in God's delight, simply stay full of integrity. God is not asking you for perfection. That's cliche. In an imperfect world, you really believe that God is asking you for perfection? No. I am a sinner. I listen to secondary music and all kind of stuff, okay? God is not judging me for that. Would judge me if I took that message, internalized it, and then became the very thing that I listened to. But if I listen to it and it is for entertainment purposes only, God is not going to judge me for singing a song or for dancing to a song. For I am not perfect. I am sin. I am flesh, right? The acknowledgement is that I am flesh and that I need forgiveness. But even more is to not hurt, not to intentionally harm what God has given life. And not, above all, to disregard and disrespect what has given me all. So, to lie with your lips, especially to a God that already knows it's a lie, with intent, that means you choose and want to evade the truth intentionally, which means that God unfortunately judges you intentionally. So be honest, because nine times out of 10, you're lying to yourself, because most people know that you're lying. They just don't want to be combative and tell you that they know that you're lying. So avoid having to be exposed as a liar and just stand in your truth is my suggestion. Otherwise, thank you for allowing me to share with you this beautiful day. I hope that it was insightful and helpful and, again, informative. And again, I speak and not preach. Remember, you are your salvation. If you choose you, God shall choose you. Goodbye, good riddance, says the good Lord, and enjoy your beautiful Sunday.